Hey guys, what is up? I'm back with more of Catherine. So we're starting off with day.
Alright, I'm off. Peace outie. Okie dokie. Good luck and see you later.
Day 3. Okay. So we should get new location, yes? Okay. What? Okay, let's go to community clinic. So I'm supposed to talk to Bum. Yeah, sure.
We meet again, Mr. Homeless Guy.
Homeless? That's the worst thing I ever heard of, and totally untrue.
So, what's up with the trash can? Digging for treasure?
Well, I'm just going through a rough patch. By the way, you owe me $10.
Nah, you agreed to 7.
You're busting my balls here.
Better get those balls checked out in this clinic then.
So cold. Like a stake through the heart.
What do they call you anyway?
Goober. Everyone calls me Goober.
Alright, I'm Kathy.
Pleasure to meet you.
So, what's your story anyway?
My story?
Yeah, don't all bums have a story?
For your information, this is all just a dry streak in my showbiz career.
Is that so? I don't recognize you at all.
I used to have more hair.
That I actually believe.
Come on, man. Frankie Gold is my stage name. Surely you must have heard of me.
Not really, no.
Oh, come on. I have starred in dozens of Hollywood movies. The Silence of the Lambert, Jacob's Bladder, The Usual Surprises, Natural Bald Killers.
Not ringing any bells.
Kids these days, no appreciation for quality cinema. Breaks my heart.
So, tell me about this acting career of yours.
What about it?
Tell me about The Silence of Lambert.
Lawrence Lambert, a real estate agent, suddenly turns mute overnight. For weeks, he tries to communicate with customers using a self-invented sign language, only to realize that true love needs no communication at all. He marries his housekeeper, who only knows 2 words in English, yes and clean. In the end, Lawrence dies of a heart attack in the arms of his lovely wife, Consuelo Lambert Vasquez. Based on a true story.
Okay.
I'm not sure I want to know what Jacob's Bladder is about, but I'm gonna ask anyway.
Jacob's Bladder. The tragic story of Jacob Cobb, a schizophrenic man who forms an imaginary romantic relationship with his bladder.
Okay.
During long and joyful monologues on the can, he starts referring to his nether regions by the name of Jenny. Sadly, before Jacob has a chance to elope with his sweetheart, he gets committed to an asylum due to increasingly erratic behavior. After a big fight with his paramour, Jacob refuses to pee for a week, and he dies from a ruptured bladder.
Okay. Is any of this
Give
important?
us a rundown on The Usual Surprises.
Not sure.
A lighthearted comedy taking place during a surprise birthday party of 34-year-old Sid McBacon. The story is told from 8 different perspectives to keep the audience guessing who the protagonist actually is. The movie ends with the biggest surprise of them all. Sid suddenly dies of an epileptic seizure. I guess it's more of a dark comedy.
If you say so.
Why do you always die at the end of your movies?
Oh no.
Why do you always die at...
Typecasting.
Typecast.
Natural Bald Killers?
It's a dystopian vision of the future where people are valued by the quality of their hair.
Okay.
The protagonist, Eddie Zephyr, turns bald in high school. One day, he has simply had enough of all the teasing and the bullying, and he completely snaps and heads out on a scalping spree in search of the perfect head of hair. Eddie makes his way to Mexico for an illegal hair transplant. However, he has an adverse reaction to the anesthesia and he dies on the operating table.
Okay.
Oh.
Not the cultured type.
No.
I need to ask you a few.
Sounds sick.
What's your opinion on the Church of...
I'd say they're good people. Isaac the priest is, anyway. His dad, Father Bill, on the other hand, though, he and the people he had around him were into some weird shit.
What kind of weird shit?
I don't know, they were like a cult or something, with Billy Praise himself at the top. Really shifty bunch of folks. Isaac turned it all around when his dad kicked the bucket, made it a proper church.
Interesting. Do you know anyone else who was involved in the old church?
Not really, I tried to stay as far away from those people as possible. Ask Isaac about it, he's a friendly guy.
All right. What do you know about Lily Meyer's art?
Nothing but hearsay, people say it was pretty deranged.
Okay.
Do you know who...
Sure, he's been holed up in this clinic for the last couple of weeks.
You saw Charles Wade go in there?
Well, yeah, I just told you, man.
How did he look?
Okay, I guess. Still walking, at least.
Do you recognize...
Why, I used to call myself that back in Nam. Oh, how I missed that marvelous youthful ego of mine.
Why do I... Do you know who Lily Meyer...
Yep, my dad was the one who found her floating in the lake.
Oh, okay.
Really? What can you tell me about her?
Ah, geez, not a lot. I mean, teenage girls, man, they're like their own species. Impossible to figure out.
Their own species?
Not to mention how that entire family ain't, like, people-friendly.
Now that's an understatement. Nearly started brawling with Sue the first time I met her.
She could sure deal out a mean whooping, that lady.
Do you know what happened to Joseph?
I most certainly...
What?
Are you sure you want to know? Not everyone can handle...
Oh, just spit it out.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Abducted?
I should have known better.
I knew it! I knew it!
Oh, I saw it, man. A big, huge light. I was a bit drunk at the time, but I had my reasons. My wife had just left me, taking the dog, not to mention I was being... But I'm telling you, those goddamn aliens took him, and they experimented on him. And that's why he was so messed up when they put...
Yeah.
Open your mouth!
No, but it might be because of this.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Can I show him this?
Do you know what this...
This
Chinese fireworks, of course.
Okay.
I grew up in Shanghai.
I thought he was going for alien.
They used to call me Dong Pai. I missed them.
Time to hit the...
Alright. Not gonna... Show you something else or something? What is this? Nope.
Hey! I have enough cancer as is.
Sorry about that, buddy. I could, but only if I had a
Okay.
I don't need to... Do you recognize...
That's your granddad, right?
Yeah. What...
No idea. I think my face blindness is acting up again.
Okay.
Alright. Face blindness. Oh, okay, fine. Talk to the nurse.
Excuse me, nurse? Hey, nurse!
Yeah?
Oh.
They don't pay you much, huh?
No shit. What do you want?
I'm here to see Charles Wade.
Never heard of him. Anything else?
Bullshit. I know he's here. Listen, it's okay. I'm a friend of the family.
No, you're not, and I said he's not here. Don't make me call security.
Hey.
What a bitch. I need to get rid of her somehow. Hey, doof.
Oh, hi!
Doofus.
So,
The best! The very best!
you know, that nurse in there, she said she loved you in all those movies, and that she always wished you'd give her a live performance.
I knew it! She always gave me these strange looks. I thought it was contempt, but her face must just be cramping up from shyness.
Yeah, that's definitely it. She'd love to see you act, I'm sure.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to oblige. Which movie do you think she'd like the best?
Don't know. That's her book.
Probably.
Oh, I'm gonna... Al Consuelo, how I wish I could speak.
No
I
thanks.
have so many things
Women's
left to say. My chest, no! It can't be! Hold me! Thank you, thank you. You've been a great audience.
That wasn't really an. Hey, Doofus.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Sure.
How about.
Business as... I can't believe you
No,
guys
thanks.
did all this for me. You know, what's that smell? Bacon? Oh, Bobby, my head hurts. Ah!
Nurse! He's seizing!
Oh, shit!
Man, I feel like a total jackass. I'll have to make it up to the poor guy later.
Oh no! Hee hee. Okay. Alright. Oh wait, no. Hang on. Okay. Oh, I thought that I need to take out the disc. I guess not. Okay, so that's Charles Wade, room 6B. All right. Is that 6th floor? Oh wait, no, I'm immediately here? Okay, I thought I have to go like floor by floor.
It's all right, Claude.
Understood, sir.
So, you managed to find me.
I did.
Well, let's get this over with then. How do you want your pictures? Shall I get some tubes to fill my face with? Will that suffice for your front page?
I'm no journalist. Well, not yet anyway.
She's but a cub. So, you're hoping for your big break. Surely this must be worth an internship at one of the big papers. Do you want me to call Thompson at the Times and get it over with? I still play golf with him every once in a while.
That's not what this is about. It's personal.
Sounds serious. Perhaps I should ask Claude to produce his gun.
You know, Charles, the person most likely to be harmed by a gun tends to be its owner.
Yep.
Very true. That's something the Japs who captured me learned the hard way.
That's not a good... Yeah, we're not allowed to use that word anymore.
Did my grandfather bail you out then too, or was that one of the few times where he didn't save your sorry ass?
Hold on there. Explain yourself.
You're willing to listen to something other than your own voice? I'm stunned. I'm Kathy Rain. Joseph was my grandfather.
Now I remember. You were at the funeral.
I was.
You were late.
I needed my morning smoke. Besides, it's not like Grandpa was going anywhere.
Oh, just look at her, Claude. She's absolutely fearless. That's Joseph's blood running through her veins.
She certainly has a smart mouth, sir.
I must say, you have me intrigued, Kathy. What can this old man help you with?
All right, so I'm just going to ask everything.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather in '81?
I wish I did, Kathy. You must know I did everything in my power to help. How do you think Mary Elizabeth could afford all that expensive treatment? MRIs, neurologists, say what you will about Joseph, but he was never rich.
Strange. Grandma never mentioned that to me.
She's just too proud. At first she refused. She was convinced that I had an agenda, that there were strings attached.
And were there?
Don't be silly. Despite all that had happened, I still loved Joseph dearly. I wanted to help. People from places like this have a deeply rooted mistrust in the rich, passed on for generations. In her eyes, I had become one of them.
So that's all you know about the whole affair?
Are you implying that there's more to know? I left the diagnosis to the professionals. Mrs. Rain accepted the health care, but asked me to stay out of everything else. So I did.
I see. What can you tell me about your friendship with Grandpa?
Joseph was the best friend I ever had. We grew up together, married our high school sweethearts together, went to war together. I can't even begin to count the number of times he's saved my life. I repaid the favor once or twice, but he came up ahead, no doubt.
So, when did you two lose touch? I heard that something happened between you and him. What was it?
The truth is, Brian Rain happened. Sharon Evans happened.
My parents?
Yes. They ruined everything with their vile, destructive behavior.
What?
I couldn't have that around my daughter, or my newborn grandson. Joseph was naive. He believed that anyone could be helped, that anyone could be reasoned with, given a chance. He was just too good, bless him. He should have been harder on Brian, more strict.
I wouldn't mind teaching my old man some manners myself, wherever he is.
Yes, of course. You must understand this better than anyone. People like your father simply cannot grasp how far their bad influence spreads. So our families started drifting apart. Eventually, my company grew much too large for this little town, and we moved on. Not long after that, your grandfather ended up in that wheelchair. That marked the end of our friendship, for obvious reasons.
You bought a number of paintings by Lily Myers. Why?
I'm known to dabble in art from time to time. Martha, my wife at the time, was enamored with the paintings. I believe she first saw them at the high school which the Myers girl attended. Anyway, after the poor girl killed herself, I bought the paintings speculatively. When a young artist with any talent to speak of commits suicide, it can be a wet dream of certain connoisseurs. Shortly after procuring the art, I had it valued by an expert who determined that the value was 3 times the amount I bought it for. Today, I'm sure I would have made my money back tenfold or more if it wasn't for the art theft.
What art theft?
There was a burglary at the mansion I used to own here in town. It was all over the local news at the time.
Well, shit.
Eloquently put.
Do you recognize the call sign Cocky?
Would be strange if I didn't, since I was the one who coined it. It belongs to a fellow named Jimmy Cochran. He was a coward, really. The nickname is somewhat of a bad joke.
Perfect. Thanks.
Jimmy Cochran. Okay.
Tell me about Jimmy Cochran. Is he still alive?
In a literal sense. He's been held in a mental institution for years.
Let me guess. Since 81?
Either 82 or 83. I'm fairly certain it was early 83.
Do you remember the name of the institution?
Something starting with an E. Emerson, Everton, or similar.
Ingstrom? Ingstrom Psychiatric Hospital?
Yes, that's the one. You know the place, Kathy.
I do. My mother is in there. Sharon Evans? I had her committed about a year ago.
I see. It must have taken a lot of courage to do that, Kathy. Mothers have a lot of power over us. More than most of us care to admit.
I guess so. Do you know why Jimmy ended up in there?
Some obsessive-compulsive syndrome. He became fixated with circles and started hurting himself, trying to scratch the circles out of his head.
Creepy. I wonder what set him off. I think I'll check the place out tomorrow. Too late to head back to the city now. Can you tell me about the art theft?
Well, somebody broke in, stole the paintings, and got out. Fairly clumsy job. Lots of broken windows. The strangest thing was that I had a Monet, a Rembrandt, and 2 paintings by Picasso, untouched. But every single painting by an unknown local artist, gone.
That can't be a coincidence.
Agreed. Somebody wanted those paintings badly.
I assume there was an investigation.
Yes, Sheriff Truman came by with his deputy a few hours later, but they didn't have much luck. They found a few hairs, which turned out to be from Ruffles, the family dog.
Some stunning police work right there.
Indeed. There was a single witness, though, who said he could make out multiple burglars leaving the scene of the crime, but nothing more than that.
So, I take it the case was closed?
Yes. I honestly didn't care much one way or the other, given the fact that my most expensive pieces were safe and sound.
I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff about the matter, if that's okay with you.
Certainly. I'll call ahead and instruct him to give you everything you need.
That'd be great. Thanks, Charles.
Anytime. But I'm curious, what's your interest in the paintings?
I've learned that my grandfather went to Sue and asked to see them, right before he had his injury.
Is that so? Strange.
What can you tell me about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
They seem like any other church to me. But then again, I'm not their usual clientele. Weddings, baptisms, and funerals are just about what I can muster. And I always leave early.
Right.
Thanks, Charles. That's all I need for now.
You're welcome, Kathy. Come back anytime.
I'd rather not.
Right. Boy, that was a long chat. Okay, out.
Yep, it's
Nope. How do I get back? Okay. That's the flower.
Well, this is it. This is where the picture was taken. I need to clear my head.
Uh-oh.
What the?
That's a weird guy. The weird guy.
We've met before, haven't we?
Oh no, that's the alien.
Nope. Just no. I'd remember a creepy bald dude with makeup.
Memories can deceive, Kathy. Dig deeper.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
You told me, remember?
No, I did not. Never. Nope. Nuh-uh.
I feel strange. Am I dreaming?
It's the mending. I will try to facilitate.
Creepy.
You're not real. I'm lying asleep in my bed right now.
Focus, Kathy. Listen to the drowned girl.
You mean Lily? What about her?
She's the anomaly, the missing refrain, the convergence point of things past and events yet to happen.
Dial down the metaphors a notch, would you, Mr. Kafka? I get enough of that shit in English class.
Okay.
I knew you wouldn't disappoint. I'm glad, given how much trouble I went through to be here. You see, my name was taken from me, so I claimed a color in its stead. The next time we meet, you'll know the exact hue of red.
Okay.
You're on the right path, Kathy. Follow your grandfather, and everything will work out in the end.
Creepy. What the heck? What just happened? What just happened?
Wait, what? How did I get here?
Alien.
Am I going crazy? Am I turning into Mom?
Nope. Go back up there. Go back to that place. No. Oh, I can. Okay. Oh.
Hello? Creepy bald guy. Guess no one's home. What's this? Why did someone leave this at the nature reserve?
Just gonna take the flower. I don't know.
It's endangered. I'm not gonna...
Oh. Pick up. Pick up. Red man. Okay. Creepy. I'm supposed to go to the sheriff station, don't I? Go to the sheriff station, or Lakeside cabin. They got some drawings over there.
Oh, it's...
No Nathan today?
Nah, haven't seen Nate all day. Probably out in the woods.
Okay, so this fits.
Looks like Nathan knows the strange red man. I need to talk to him about this.
Creepy.
I had a few more...
Shoot.
Do you know who the red man is?
Oh, that's just Nate's imaginary friend.
No.
The red man has been around ever since my boy was little.
I see. So there's no actual person in town he could be referring to?
Nope.
No way! According to Nathan, the red man hasn't changed in 30 years.
Alien.
The red man actually exists. I met him in the forest.
What? That's crazy talk. Stop kidding around. I am not in the mood.
Alright.
I don't need to ask.
Oh.
Did you know?
Huh? I knew he got robbed a few years back, but I thought he still had...
Oh.
I don't need to ask.
Okay, we're done.
I think I'm gonna...
Sure thing.
Right, so now we can go to the... No, well, I'm going to end the video over here, guys, and we're going to continue on next time. I need to go to the sheriff station about talk about the theft. Yeah, so I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.